me in.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so this is how my suggestions on how you would do a presentation to a group. First of all, you want to make sure you have all your materials. You want to have the legacy benefit. You want to have definitely the legacy folder, the brochures, anything dealing with senior life. I will go into having talking to people. Do they know the difference between life insurance and final expense insurance? Do they know the difference between whole life and term life? So you go talk about the difference of that. And so you need to break it down or even do your research on what's the difference between whole life insurance and then term life insurance, and then what final expense insurance is for. What final expense insurance is for is really to take care of the burial. Okay. Then you want to go into legacy and just talk about the benefits of legacies. Well, first I will talk about what Senior Life offers. Is we offer final expense, whole life protection. We also have where the rates are locked in, doesn't go up, so it is beneficial for people on the fixed income. So those on Social Security or disability, majority of our 90% of our clients are going to be on the fixed income, so it's affordable. And also they can customize it. So our the rates go to about 1,000 to 30,000, which is about enough to get someone buried, but also leave some money behind. Okay, and so along with that is to talk about why final expense is so important to have, but also why this product is so good to have. Is that most companies going to require you to have a death certificate. That's not the case here. Long as we have some form of identification that that person have are deceased, we can go ahead and we start working on a claim. And so instead of assigning the insurance over to the funeral home, which is not always the best thing. The reason why people assign the insurance over to the funeral home is because the insurance company is holding up the death benefit. So why would the insurance company hold up the death benefit? Well, every day that a premium or every month that a premium is being paid, that is gaining interest. And so it's beneficial for the insurance, okay? Why do they assign it over to the funeral home? Well, every day that the funeral home does not receive payment from the family, that also is an interest they add on. And so it's usually sometimes like maybe 10% interest that they add on. It's a certain percentage amount. Sometimes it varies based on every day do not receive payment from the family. So they gain interest from the insurance company. So it's very beneficial for the both of them. And so the reason why our product is so well is because they don't have to wait as long to have the money being sent over to the beneficiary. And so that's one thing that's in place. Along with that is the legacy of benefit. What the legacy benefit does is have someone to protect the family. No other company has anything like this with their insurance. It's something that you probably have to do separately, but this comes with the policy. So what they'll get with these benefits is that they get an advocate on the family's behalf. Like, who wants to plan a funeral on their own? No one does. That is one of the most important things people have to do is plan a wedding, plan a funeral. Weddings are a little different because you're in a happy moment. Funerals a little different because you're in an emotional moment, and people don't make the best decisions when you're dealing with emotions and you got to make a fast decision. Weddings, it could take a year to plan a wedding. Funerals, 1 week or less. And so then it's very stressful. So wouldn't it be beneficial for the family to have someone who has experience and planning funerals to be there with you every step of the way? And so when I say planning, they're making sure it's almost like an attorney to make sure that you're not getting taken advantage of. Not saying that they will, but just making sure that they're not being added additional charges. So they'll have someone to look over the bill, and they'll have someone look at their dollar amount and say, okay, that seems like a great price. You need to go with this company. They'll do some price shopping. They'll look at different funeral homes in the area just to see if that is to give you the best rate. Now, not necessarily convincing the family, but just somebody to be there to protect the family, protect the family from being overcharged. Okay, so they'll get high quality caskets, the 18 gauge steel casket, 18 gauge steel casket from clients from us at wholesale prices. So it's the same prices that any funeral home would get at a wholesale. The reason why funeral homes can charge so much because they break even if they do it wholesale. So this is why a funeral casket be before $5,000 because they didn't get a return on their investment. So they would get their high quality casket from us at a much lower rate. We'll ship it out to them free of charge. The funeral home, by law, has to accept the casket. They have to accept the casket, any of the funeral merchandise. So they also get the vault with us, and then the like the headstone, the marker at a much lower rate. So just the funeral merchandise alone could run they can receive from us about $4,000. Go to the funeral home, you're probably looking close to $6, $7, $8, $9, even $10,000 just for the merchandise. That's not including the services that you're getting, the limousine, the opening, closing the grave. Those are other expenses. And this is what the advocate is going to be there for you to let you know these are the things that's going to take place. Now, also addition to that is 4 family members can get the same benefit included. So let's say 4 family members and your family household members don't have anything like that. They can also be a part of that in addition to that, if they even have a policy or not have a policy. Now, if they do not get the death benefit, but they would get the same discount. Wouldn't you want your family members to have the same discount and the same advocate as you? So this is why this product is so great. Addition to that is other little things that that might be beneficial, like they get free hearing exams once a year. They would get diabetic compression socks, discounts on that. We have a pharmacy, and real soon they'll be issuing out where clients can get their pharmacy, their medication through our company, so they don't have to worry about asking for a ride to go to pick up their medication. They can get it sent directly to their home. So that's another benefit that our clients can receive, and the fact they're part of the #1 and the largest final expense company in the nation. And so these are some of the things that can be beneficial when you're doing when you're speaking to a congregation about senior life and legacy. Now, how I would get people, so then I would ask questions, and then I would take a Q&A for about 10 minutes or so, get Q&A, and then also ask what we can do in closing. What I would like to do is I have a referral, I have an appointment book here that you can actually book an appointment for me to even review your current policy, just to make sure you have everything in place. What people do, they have policies, they have no idea what they have. They're singing a policy, don't know if it's still updated. They don't know if the insurance have been sold, their insurance company has fallen apart and has been bought out. It's a lot of insurance companies are having financial problems right now because they're not able to fulfill the claims. So they're being bought out from these other big companies. So these smaller companies that your parents and grandparents and great-grandparents have purchased years ago may no even longer exist. And this is why there's billions of dollars in unclaimed insurance, because no one is going back to look at that. People don't even know what their policy is at. So what I want to do is I have a book here to set up an appointment, and just to a policy review, not to change anything, but really just to make sure as an insurance agent, I'm certified to do this, to make sure you have that you know the type of plan that you have, to go over it, to make sure you have everything you need, to even see if you need possibly some additional coverage to add on to what you have, or to say, you know what, you might be okay where you're at. So what I'll do, I'll have this appointment here to go over it with you. And also, if need be, we can discuss some of the options that you would like to see about this plan. What we can probably get for you. Our lowest plan is right at $20, so you can get some as low as $20 with our plan. And what is so great about that, though, that even if you have a substantial amount of insurance, let's say you got 10, 15, 20,000, even 30, $50,000, even to 100,000, this program right here will also protect the other insurance that you already have. It protects this other coverage. So what even the advocate, the legacy, what they'll do is make sure that what will happen is if you ever go to a funeral home, if they see $100,000 policy, they're gonna rank up as much as you can. And you might even be like, I want to buy everything. But wouldn't you want to leave the 100,000 or the 15,000, even the $20,000 your family, and use your final expenses to pay for the burial? And you use that to pay for your burial, and you use the other insurance that you have to leave the legacy for your family, so that they'll be able to pass that on to your children and great grandchildren as well. So if you have any questions, I'm here to go over with you, but this is the information that is provided.